It was her house. That detail gets lost, so start there. When Jesus came through Bethany, it was Martha who opened the door and brought him in. Her home, her table, her decision. Everyone else in that room was comfortable because a woman had made it so, and then she disappeared into the work of it. There was a meal to get out and guests and water for their feet. She moved through her own house all evening, the way you move through a family gathering, half present, doing the arithmetic of who still needs what. In the other room, her sister sat down on the floor at Jesus' feet and listened, and stayed there. Nobody came to check on Martha. That is the part of this story people skip past on their way to the lesson. A house full of people, every one of them fed by her hands, and not one of them stood up and walked into that kitchen to ask if she was all right. So finally it came out of her, and it came out sideways, the way these things do when they have been held too long. Lord, do you not care? Read that again slowly, because it is not really a question about her sister. She had a complaint about Mary and she used it, but underneath the complaint is the sentence she could not say on its own. Do you not care? I am doing all of this, and nobody has looked at me once. Anyone who has been the useful one knows how that sounded coming out. Too sharp, the kind of thing you replay at midnight and decide you should not have said. And here is what he did with it. He said her name twice. Martha, Martha. Not a correction, not a lecture. The way you say a name when you are already close to someone and about to tell them the truth. Then he said she was anxious and troubled about many things. Sit with that. Everyone else in that house saw a woman who had it handled. He looked at the same woman and saw someone carrying more than anyone had asked about. He did not comment on the meal. He went straight to the state of her, the one thing nobody else in that house had noticed. And maybe tonight that kitchen is yours. You are the one they call. When the marriage cracks, when the diagnosis comes back, when someone needs collecting from an airport at 2 in the morning, your name is the one that gets typed first. You show up with food. You know which hospital, which forms, which sister to phone. You are magnificent in a crisis, and everybody knows it. Then the crisis passes, and the week goes ordinary, and the messages stop, and nobody thinks to ask how you are, because you were fine last time, and you are always fine. You are not resentful about it. That is the strange part. You would do it all again tomorrow. You just noticed, somewhere along the way, that the traffic only runs one direction. Now the thing that is actually happening, because you have been explaining it to yourself wrong. You are not unloved, you are unasked. There is a difference, and it matters. People do not check on the strong, they lean on them. Competence works like a wall that nobody decides to build, and every time you handle something without help, another course goes on it. They are not cruel. They simply believe you, because you have never once given them a reason not to. Being needed feels like being loved right up until the day you need something. That is the day the difference becomes clear, and it is a quiet, awful discovery to make alone. So look at where Martha's story goes, because it does not end in that kitchen. Her brother Lazarus got sick and died. And when word came that Jesus was near, Mary stayed sitting in the house. It was Martha who got up and went down the road to meet him, still the one who moves. She said what she had been holding. Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. And out on that road, to the practical sister, the one who had been in the kitchen the whole time, he said the words that are still being read at gravesides 2,000 years later. I am the resurrection and the life. Then he asked her directly whether she believed it. She said yes. She said she believed he was the Christ, the Son of God, the busy one, the one nobody checked on. He gave her the revelation, not because she stopped serving, but because he had never once mistaken her usefulness for the whole of her. And here is the detail that finishes it. Later, At another dinner in that same town, Scripture mentions almost in passing that Martha served. She never stopped. He never asked her to. Being useful was not her problem, and it is not yours. The problem was a room full of people who ate what she made and never asked how she was, and he was not one of them. You are a daughter of the King, and he has never needed you to be helpful in order to stay interested. He is not waiting for you in the doorway with a list. He is the one who walked into the kitchen. So tell the comments how you actually are tonight, not the useful version, the real one, the way you would say it if someone had thought to ask.